Hey, thank you all for joining. That sounded like that voiceover guy was jacked up on Illy Coffee. That was awesome. I love that. Thank you so much for being here in London with us today. It's really an incredible time to be here. Coming into this event, we've delivered an incredible amount of innovation to the market, and we're seeing momentum across the entire Oracle Cloud. Adoption by multiple different customer types across all layers. And we believe some of our recent announcements, like our AI-based applications and our autonomous database, represent not only some of the most important announcements we've ever made, but are also some of the fastest growing products we've ever had. And that's saying a lot. And we believe automated, column, autonomous technologies will truly help us reshape our approach to IT, freeing our budgets, freeing our resources, and really freeing our imaginations to focus on business growth and innovation in ways we simply couldn't before. Now, what better way to start out than to hear from a customer, one that's driving an incredible transformation, really reimagining what's possible with Oracle Cloud. Please join me in listening to IBVI.
I love a challenge. I always have, even before I lost my sight. I lead a team of 12 people here at IBVI. Nearly all of us are blind or visually impaired. I'm sure most people think, what would I do if I were faced with not being able to see? I couldn't do it. I say that's absolutely not true.
At IBVI, we are in pursuit of what appear to be out of reach, a workspace where there are no boundaries imposed on our employees' abilities. Oracle Cloud application has transformed the way that we empower employees here at IBVI.
I think that a lot of us don't recognize that the human animal is fierce and strong, and we truly can overcome anything that gets thrown our way.
It's just an incredible story, and it's behind these stories are the people, right? It's about their teamwork, it's about the boundaries they break, and behind these people is the technologies that enable them to do this. Behind these people is Oracle Cloud. And the CIO had said something actually incredible, that I thought, if they learn the Oracle apps here, they can go anywhere. So it's about enabling their growth, their opportunities. It's about benefiting both people as well as the business. In this case, what did they do? They migrated 9 disparate legacy systems to one single full integrated suite of ERP, supply chain, HCM, and importantly, CX. They utilized tools like speech accessibility to empower independent work, so visually impaired workers could move beyond manufacturing into HR, into finance, into service, into marketing, into sales. It had incredible impact on the business deploying supply chain. They saw a 400% improvement in their ability to take orders, to track, to monitor, to get to same-day shipping. And ultimately, again, we saw the people benefits, the business benefits, where they grew their revenue by a factor of 5 by expanding processes and optimizing their manufacturing. So it's just such a great story, and it's one story of many. Customers of every size across every industry that are leveraging Oracle Cloud today to really make a difference. And what we'll find as we look at these stories is they're limited only by their imagination in terms of what they can do with the Oracle Cloud. And now when we talk about cloud, we do have to talk about transformation. Safra had talked about it. Cloud really is changing everything. It's changing how businesses run and people work. It's creating new categories. It's disrupting existing categories. It's happening at this incredible pace, and it's here today. And when we talk about transform, we don't mean status quo. That is Gen 1 thinking. Just moving storage from my premises to renting somebody's space in the cloud, there's efficiencies to be gained there. But that's not a game changer. It's not about moving the data. It's about what do I do with the data now that I've moved it? How do I get insights in ways I've never been able to before? It's not just about moving applications. It's about extending, enhancing, and enriching the applications. It's about new applications that provide new sets of capabilities for our customers. That's where the real opportunity for change occurs. That's what we mean by transform. And we talk about a lot of these underlying technologies, from AI to IoT to blockchain to digital assistants. And we're seeing these permeate every aspect of work and life, from self-driving cars to precision agriculture to smart cities that are changing the way we interact with the world around us. And I think what we're finding is these are moving from emerging to reality. We're at that tipping point where enterprises are looking to move these emerging technologies out of the sandboxes and deploy real mission-critical applications based on these technologies. And Oracle is actually helping to enable that with the work we're doing to embed emerging technologies and intelligence into our applications, to embed them into our database, to embed them into our security offerings, and we'll talk about that. And so when we look at it, the opportunities that cloud presents are real and present today, where we provide the core building blocks to drive innovation and growth. However, with opportunities comes challenges, right? That's just the nature of opportunity. If you're on a path that has no obstacles, it's probably not worth following, at least that's what I keep telling myself. But none more prevalent, as Safra talked about, than security. As we become more connected, the threats become more real. With a larger surface area, the threats become increasingly complex and difficult to defend. And the bad guys, often state-sponsored actors, are using these same emerging technologies to wage a highly sophisticated war against us. You just have to look at the headlines that we see every day. Equifax, 147 million records breach. Patching the system, putting in encryption methods could have helped mitigate this risk. Marriott lost 500 million records that included passport data. Again, strong encryption and a layered approach of multi-factor authentication, identity access management could have helped address the situation. Suprema is a global powerhouse in biometrics information. They lost 28 million biometrics records. Just imagine what somebody can do with that. And again, approach with pervasive encryption, patching, and leveraging some of our new innovation, like our maximum security zones, where public IP addresses cannot access customers' data, right? Taking a holistic, layered approach would have helped. And when you look at the stats, it's incredible. We often think about breaches that happen external to a company, and 70% of the cases where a breach occurred, it was an internal attack. In 85% of the cases where a breach occurred, there was a patch that was already available for that breach up to a year before it happened. Imagine a system that's self-patching. And 100% is the amount of times we need to be right. The bad guys only need to be right once. So choose a company that's got a different philosophical approach with respect to cloud, with respect to security, and that will take a shared approach with you. And now when we think about these, how do we reconcile all these seemingly competing forces, right? How do I reduce costs while address these risks, while at the same time drive this innovation to monetize these incredible opportunities we have? Right, to do that, you need a platform that's autonomous. It'll help you reduce cost while reducing risk, while helping you focus and drive innovation in ways you couldn't before. The value proposition is really incredible. And ultimately, it's our job to do the hard work, to do the technology integration, so you ultimately can focus on what matters the most to your business, whether that's operational efficiency, whether that's customer experience, whether that's employee engagement, right? Whether that's new innovation. You focus on that, and we'll do the hard work of the technology integration and the automation for you. That's our job. That's the technology vendor's job. I get a chance to speak with many customers, and I hope again this week as well. And the conversation's been changing. It used to be, okay, you know, what's security? I mean, what's cloud? You know, why do I want to go to cloud? And it's really changed to how. We understand that all or some of our environments are going to move to cloud. We want a thoughtful approach to cloud. And so we're here to help you with the how. How do you help you get there? And in order to do that, we need to provide multiple paths to cloud. There's not a one-size-fits-all cookie-cutter approach to cloud. There's different starting points. I could be starting with applications. I could be starting with analytics. I could be starting with disaster recovery. Whatever that first step into cloud makes the most sense for you, we can help support the rest of your journey, right? So you need a platform and a path in order to do that. So what is our platform? You know, when we think about cloud, we take a holistic view to what cloud is. You know, we believe it's a set of application services, you know, that span the entire application suite, and we're embedding intelligence into our cloud applications. It's a strong platform layer that's led by our autonomous database, where we're integrating AI to deliver self-driving and self-securing capabilities. And foundational to our applications or autonomous in all of our solutions is our cloud infrastructure. It's a Gen 2 foundation that's purpose-built for new age applications, AI, and autonomous. And we understand that it's about building a bridge to cloud. So we continue to serve our customers' on-prem needs while providing deployment choice, as well as a future path to cloud. It's about all of these pieces together. So now what I'd like to do is go through each one of these and talk about how we're delivering differentiated value. So from an intelligent business application perspective, we offer a complete integrated suite that's providing modern capabilities and experiences via AI, IoT, blockchain, personalized UIs. Right, our suite spans all the major application spaces, from ERP to supply chain to HCM to CX. And we're delivering out-of-box value by integrating AI into the applications. So for instance, in ERP, we have intelligent financials where we can actually help automatically detect fraud via audits. With our supply chain cloud, we can find patterns in data to optimize our supply chain yield, make them most effective, most cost-effective, and best for our business and for our customers. With HCM, we can pool thousands of candidates and find the best profile person to fill a particular job. And from a customer experience perspective, it's personalized interactions and recommendations and next best offers to truly create a differentiated experience for our customers. This isn't something that we're talking about that's far out. We're delivering this today. In fact, when you look at just the last year, AI-based interactions, from a supply chain perspective, 624 million route recommendations in the last year. From a commerce perspective, almost 60 million product campaign recommendations. From a marketing perspective, we're driving twice the conversion rate with higher lead scoring. And from a recommended next best action perspective, we're approaching almost 5 million recommendations. So these are things that are in practice and being delivered today through our applications. Now, one important piece to understand, we tend to think about these things in silos. It's the power of the applications and the platform together, right? I don't just simply move an application to cloud and it's orphaned and isolated. How do I move? How do I connect? How do I enrich these applications? How do I automate and visualize insights across multiple applications, multi-cloud, cloud, and on-prem? How do I secure access across on-premise and cloud? We know as customers, you think about a solution, and ultimately that solution is going to cross multiple services that Oracle can deliver. And we're seeing incredible customer adoption across the Oracle Cloud. We heard the great story from Illy today, Home Office, Ministry of Defense. I'd like to share with you a story of Royal London. So we know Royal London, right? They are the largest UK-based insurer, have over 120 billion pounds of assets. They use Cloud ERP to modernize their systems. They improve data processing on a 24/7, 365 basis that drove greater efficiencies as they serve their constituents. And they automated over half of the back office finance processes and manual tasks, really driving efficiency. The next example is Western Digital, global leader in data storage with over 70,000 employees. They use ERP, EPM, supply chain management, and they consolidated 15,000 cost centers down to 3,000. They found 25 times increase in data access, going from hours to minutes to real-time reporting. And ultimately, this was empowering their financial analysts to focus on business analytics versus gathering the data, more strategic forecasting versus putting things together and focusing on the reporting, right? This is sort of the value change we talk about. The next important area, and you're going to hear a lot about this week, is Oracle's Autonomous Database. This is a new category of cloud services. It's automation based on integrated machine learning. From an Oracle Autonomous Database perspective, what are the things it does? What are the category benefits of what Oracle is uniquely delivering today? It's self-driving, automatically provisions, configures, tunes, and scales. It's self-serving, it automatically patches, encrypts. It can monitor and remediate based on anomalous behavior. It is self-repairing, where it can automatically update, delivering 4 nines and a 5 of availability in less than 2.5 minutes a month of both planned as well as unplanned downtime. And when you look at the benefits of these attributes, again, it's these 3 key areas we spoke about. Reducing costs, where I can reduce the admin costs, and I could dynamically scale and only pay for the resources I need when I need them. It's about reducing the risks and the costs associated with breach. And finally, it's about shifting these resources from manual tasks to focusing on innovation and higher value business objectives. Right? That's what Autonomous delivers today. There are 2 flavors: the Autonomous Data Warehouse, providing analytics in seconds, as well as autonomous transaction processing for your traditional transactions, where we can process millions of transactions in seconds. We have both the shared infrastructure as well as dedicated infrastructure for additional security. We also offer choice of deployment. So we have a broad range of database solutions, from open source to our on-prem to cloud to customer, that lets us bring the full benefit of Oracle Cloud, but install it behind your firewall on-prem. It's a great initial step towards cloud, and then all the cloud variations we have. In addition, we are offering free tier for students, for educators, for developers to get their hands on this latest and greatest technology. Now we have many customers that are using Oracle Autonomous Data Warehouse today. TaylorMade saw a 40x improvement in reporting performance. Ford moved all of their test data to Autonomous Data Warehouse. CERN is processing 20 million signals a day on Autonomous Database. Mestec is a local company. They're based in the UK. Right? And they are a leading provider for intelligent manufacturing, planning, and execution services. They serve all of the major manufacturers. They use autonomous transaction processing for flexibility, so they can automatically scale available databases in seconds. Right? There was 0 downtime for patching, and they did that while achieving half the cost of the infrastructure and half the labor costs. So again, security, speed, cost reduction, and they're able to avoid all the upfront cost for onboarding new customers. So great example, Mestec. Sky is a Brazil-based telecom provider, and they were developing their own marketing campaigns. They deployed a high-performance and secure data warehouse leveraging ADW. They saw a 90% reduction in time to get their marketing applications to market, a 60% cost savings, and a 90% reduction in IT time spent on data modeling. This is a great story that I would love to share with you. Please join me in listening to Sky.
Em país de proporções continentais como o Brasil, com uma geografia tão complexa e uma população tão desigual, informação muitas vezes é privilégio. É por isso que na Sky a gente trabalha para democratizar o acesso à informação. E a Oracle entendeu a nossa missão: Com serviços de nuvem e automação, ela garante estabilidade, performance e preço competitivo. E nos ajuda a chegar onde ninguém mais chega. A gente leva o noticiário, a previsão do tempo, para dentro da floresta. Filme, documentário para o meio do sertão. Conteúdo educativo, Jogos Olímpicos, cultura de vários países para escolas isoladas. E isso transforma a vida das pessoas. Com OCI e com autônomos, você foca no que tem que focar, pagando só pelo que você usa. Até agora, já foi uma redução de 90% em time to market e uma economia de mais de 60% em infraestrutura. A gente multiplica juntos o poder da informação. Isso é transformação.
All right, this is transformation. Great example. Next, I want to talk about Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. This is what Safra talked about. This is our second generation cloud, and it's the foundation for our autonomous offerings as well as all of our cloud service offerings. We're seeing incredible momentum in this space, rapid data center expansion, which I'll touch on, growing momentum with the ISV ecosystem, an open multi-cloud approach with the likes of Microsoft and VMware, and we've delivered the world's first autonomous Linux operating system that comes free with our databases. So again, keeping forward this autonomous theme across our entire stack. From an Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, it's differentiated with respect to high-performance compute and scale, to governance, control, and security, to type of things that maybe Gen 1 Cloud didn't offer, but you need as you move your mission-critical enterprise workloads to cloud. And also, we're very focused on making it as simple as possible to move to the cloud, to run all workloads, and particularly the best platform to move Oracle workloads to. Now, when we look at the infrastructure services, they range from compute, supporting your traditional compute, as well as AI and high-performance computing, to networking, to storage, to security, DNS, DDoS, secure against the most sensitive potential breaches, and then cloud-native tools to enable all types of developers. One of the things that we're really focused on is driving multi-cloud innovation. We've come from an on-prem world where we understand it's going to be heterogeneous and things need to be able to work together. We also understand that cloud is not only going to be a hybrid architecture, but there'll be a multi-cloud approach as well. We recently announced a partnership with Azure where you can jointly interconnect Oracle as well as Azure. You can leverage services across both. I could be using Azure Analytics running on Oracle Autonomous Database. So we're giving customers flexibility in terms of how they can deploy. This week, we're announcing a new interconnect with Microsoft that's based right here in Amsterdam, in Europe here in Amsterdam, to really help benefit our local customers. Another thing we did was we announced a partnership with VMware, where again, we want to simplify the migration of enterprise workloads to the cloud, where now you can lift and shift a VM environment and bring that wholly intact to OCI. So again, our focus is to make it as simple as possible for our customers to move to cloud. From a global regional perspective, we continue to expand our data centers. When we announced at OpenWorld that we were going to almost double our data centers, we have been opening them at a click of one data center every 23 days. And so by the end of this year, we'll have 36 regions available covering the entire globe. So massive investment to help meet the demands of our customers. And when we talk about Oracle Generation 2 Cloud, it's more than just infrastructure services. It's an entire suite of services spanning application development, integration, analytics, and security. App Dev, which is cloud native, serverless, supports chatbots, blockchain, machine learning platforms, integration for Oracle as well as non-Oracle applications and data. Analytics, which I'll touch on, machine learning-based analytics that allows you to visualize, that gives you automatic narration of graphs. And then security, where we're focused on providing active defense and securing at both the user, the application, the data, the infrastructure, and also the physical security. You need a layered approach in order to do this. From an analytics perspective, we continue to innovate. We announced recently that we have specific Oracle Analytics for our Fusion apps, so we're really excited about that. And today we have another important announcement. We're announcing our new Oracle Data Science platform. This is really an industry differentiated platform. It's new machine learning services that make it quick and easy for data science teams to collaboratively build and deploy machine learning models. It's powerful new machine learning capabilities that's integrated into the Autonomous Database with support for things like Python and automated machine learning tools. And these are just 2 of 7 new services that we introduced for this new data science platform. Other services including a new data catalog to discover, find, organize, enrich, create data assets, a new big data service for delivering a full Cloudera Hadoop implementation, and a new fully managed service to run Apache Spark applications with the same tool. This is really focused on moving beyond individuals and enabling teams for the enterprise and offering a set of capabilities that nobody else has in the market today. And then from an active defense perspective, we spoke about the automated security, self-patching, right, for database, for Linux, automated identity and remediation of anomalies and potential breaches, architected in security, right, where this is built into the infrastructure, and always-on security, where default encryption is enabled, adaptive authentication, so if it looks like an authentication attempt is malicious, it can automatically apply a different authentication mechanism. And we do active auditing and monitoring of the entire system. It's all these things you need in order to provide an active machine learning-based defense to protect our most critical assets. We have a range of customers in this space that are leveraging Oracle technologies, driving innovations, using our Oracle Cloud Infrastructure platform, the likes of Cisco, the likes of FireEye, who saw a 50% reduction in their DR cost while processing millions of secure email data pieces. Let me give you a couple of examples. Vodafone, great example, local, UK's telecom, leading connector of over 650 million people in over 26 countries. They moved their DevTest workload to cloud, these critical common apps now running on OCI. They automated their end-to-end environment cloning, so something that could have taken months and weeks is now done automatically in minutes. Think about the time that they get back to focus on innovation. And that faster time to market completely increased, to fewer than 4 months to get new services to market. McAfee is a leading security provider, and they transitioned their SaaS application to OCI. They supported 500,000 events per second across 600,000 different resources. They reduced their implementation time by a factor of 10, from 30 to 3 days. And they did this while also being 4 times less expensive, moving to OCI, than they found with other competitors' clouds. So reduce costs, reduce risk, improve time to market at a fraction of the cost of other vendors. So these are just a few great examples of the outcomes that our customers are achieving with Oracle Cloud today. There's one last story that I want to share with you. This is Narayana Health. They're an India-based healthcare provider. They focus on pediatric heart care, and they see 20,000 patients a day. Their core mission is to not turn anybody away for their lack of ability to pay for the services. This is an incredible story. Let's hear from Narayana Health.
1 out of 140 children born anywhere in the world has a heart problem.
Narayana Health started with a single mission, to build a hospital that would never have to turn anyone away for lack of funds. NH sees 20,000 patients a day, and they generate billions of lines of data.
All our data system is on a cloud.
Oracle helps us crunch all that data and enables our decision makers to run a very cost-efficient organization. What technology allows us to do is to bring standardization. And standardization can reduce error, it can improve quality, and ultimately make healthcare safer.
I'm a doctor. My job is saving lives and helping people. But when you run a hospital with a wafer-thin margin, you need to be very careful about your financial health. We need to have reliable data, real time, so you can take major decisions. We believe in God, but for everything else we need data.
Yeah, what a way to, yeah, great story, right? So again, ultimately understanding our customers' why, we can help map the how to get there, how to best support. This week is about learning how to do that. We're excited you're here. We're willing and eager and hopeful to engage and help jointly drive transformation together. Thank you so much for your time this morning and enjoy the rest of the week. Thank you.